Tuck League game, but yeah, we on that Madden shit. But I was on Twitch streaming a bit, but be on YouTube today. What the hell y'all been up to, man? I gotta head to work in a minute, in an hour.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. What now?
Carr going to throw right away. The open man here, Renfro. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Carr, he gets this to Devontae Adams. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with breaking contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact in the next-gen stats. Extra point line, Carlson up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Ooh, the juke.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Lance going to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move to James.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with a touchdown grab for Trey Lance. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On the delay, this is Abdullah. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Out to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now on 1st down. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Lance going to try to throw for this. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Carlson now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
He'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give here to Mitchell. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
They've gotten up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start the drive with a duel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First down Raiders. Carr to Waller.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jacobs. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 23, 13.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Ray McLeod is returned. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw, Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Trying the right side with Mitchell. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Mitchell. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the handoff, Mitchell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Gould is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Lance back to throw. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a two-score game.
Raiders 23. Robbie Gould taking off for San Francisco.
Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the offense is going to get this ball back. So no turnover at the final gun, and this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
I had to be fair, bro. You can't just whoop me like that, son. You just can't whoop me like that, man. He was too unacceptable to be my opponent. Look at it. I used to like man. No cap. Hold on. Damn, boy, it was a long game. I got one more game in me, and then I got to head to work, y'all. No cap. Gotta go to work. Uh,
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Right to the air is Rodgers.
and
that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
49ers nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
Shit out of his
midfield. Big strides looking
yo, ass off me, bitch.
George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers.
Boy, you are not going to kick me off this game today.
2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 6. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's McCloud from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 22 more yards there and another first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Here we go. Lance going to try to throw for this. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. An inside give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 186 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones down inside the 10 and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Right side to Watson. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're...
I bet.
Because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a play fake. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, it's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
234 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Rodgers with a keeper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. The give is to Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it with Jones. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse race